It was a rude awakening for many residents of Kelowna who live near Mill Creek this morning. First, flashing lights, and then water. A lot of water.
I looked out my back window. I'm overlooking towards Rookcliffe. I looked out my window about 3 o'clock in the morning. It was dead dry. Took another look about 3:10. All that parking lot had filled up, and it was starting to pour into our parkade underneath the building. And between this side and that side was about an 8-inch difference in the height. It took 20 minutes for it to fill up this side and start on filling on the other side. It all happened between 3:10 and about 3:30. The whole thing happened.
And we can see that a couple of the ground floor apartments are fully flooded?
Yeah, well, they're flooded about at least knee deep.
Mill Creek coming down the back alley and starting to come down, and then we realized the flooding was starting. So got up, got dressed, turned the sump pumps on to save our underground and our first floor, and started in that, and then started waking people up in the other buildings beside us and behind us, because they were starting to flood. Their underground was flooding out really bad.
Well, at 5 o'clock this morning, and I heard knock on the door, and they said, get out and evacuate because we're flooding.
So no advance warning. You were warned when it was already happening.
Yeah.
So when you look around, what sort of damage does this building suffer?
I think the whole bottom floor is flooded, and there's a couple of ladies in the bottom here that got to get everything replaced.
And then I see it also, I'm just going to swing around, I can see it, it's also like Marshall Street.
Yeah.
Do you know yet how those homes are affected along Marshall?
Most of them have sandbags up now, or sandbagging. A lot of them have their pumps running, but probably their crawl spaces, everything is flooding out.
So this is your house right here, Jason, right beside Mill Creek. I see some sandbags. Your backyard is looking pretty soggy, but how's the house?
I've got a few sump pumps running that keeps the water out of the house. So as long as I keep plugging those sump pumps in every 15, half hour, it keeps the water out of the house. So I'm doing not too bad.
Seems like the last few years this is kind of an annual occurrence.
Yeah, hopefully it's not the new normal. You can see, like, I've filled since the last flood we have. I've raised the level of my front yard, and now after this I'm thinking I'm gonna have to continue that around the rest of the house to keep just to raise the level of the land all the way around my house, because it does look like this might be the new normal, and